Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising, where they have Virgo dominant in their chart. But I'm looking for new energies and hopefully positive energies for Virgo. 5-card spread. And as you know, this will not resonate with everyone. But I try to reach the majority. See what's going on. And you know, I always look for a positive reading. But if we don't get one, we work through it. Always give an honest reading also, okay? See what the beginning energy is for Virgo. The Hangman. Some of you feeling stuck, feeling like you can't get out of a situation. Maybe someone is suffering in some way. Hangman, just waiting around. I hate this card. It's a stagnant card. It's a coming in energy, and maybe you feel like life is very stagnant right now for you. Past situation. And some of you may not have done this yet. It may not have happened to you. We're all on a different timetable, but I'm trying to get it in the groove right there. But the energy starts now, okay? Does it end now, okay? So you got the Two of Wands. You need to make a decision where you need to go. You got choices in life. You could stay where you're at, or you can move passionately forward. You can work on something else. And that's what you're needing to do, apparently. The obstacle is the Prince of Discs. This could be you. Maybe you're the obstacle. You know, maybe you're having trouble. Like I said, you got the Hangman. You're feeling stagnant. Then the obstacle with the Prince of Discs, it could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It also could be that you're waiting on messages of stability. You know, you're waiting on messages that will make you feel better in some way. Current environment. This is what I call a current environment. The Knight of Wands in the upright. Passionate energies. For some of you, it could be dealing with the Sagittarius, but not necessarily. It could be any fire sign. The Knight of Wands is someone who is a go-getter. They're very, maybe in the 30s. Can be anywhere from 30 to 45. I'm being kind there. But the Knight of Wands is, like I said, they're very attractive. They got a lot of energy. The only problem with the Knight of Wands, and even you could take on this energy, even though you're an earth sign, is someone needs to move forward. They must go forward. They must follow their passions in life. Okay? And sometimes people look at them and they say, well, they're so non-committal. They're so non-dependable. But it's because they're going for what they're going for in life. It's just a passionate energy. What is coming towards you? The Four of Pentacles. Power. A lot of power is coming towards you. For some of you, you could be saving money, saving wealth, accumulating more money, holding back your money too, keeping it to yourself in some ways. In the end, you're going to be dealing with somebody from the past situation. I know you hear that a lot, but that's a Six of Cups energy. It could be that you're having memories, negative memories of someone in the past, and that may be why you're like, got the Hangman mode. Maybe you're waiting for this person, or they got you to where you feel like you can't move forward for some reason. But I do see you making a choice to move forward. You can, but you still got that negative memory, or maybe even someone coming back that you have negative memories of in some way. Sometimes it can go back as far as childhood, but not necessarily with the Six of Cups in reverse. Let me clarify these, and I'll be giving the love reading also at the end. Pick a card or pick a pile, but I bring those all together anyway. And I do shuffle these even before I start the video because I meditate on the cards for each and every sign. Let's go back to the beginning with the Two of Wands. You're having to make a choice or decision where you want to go. Stay where you're at, you know, stagnant, or move forward again, or move forward passionately. So the Two of Wands, I need 2 cards, please, for Virgo. 2 cards, please. If you feel like there's no collaboration, things aren't working out for you, there's that Knight of Wands again. You do need to make a decision, because where you're at right now, things are just not working out. People are not working with you. It's just not taking off the way you're wanting, so it's stagnant. And there's the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now, people say the Knight of Wands in reverse is the most, or any card in reverse, it means they're a horrible person. Not necessarily. Sometimes they can be, but usually they're put out about something. They're aggravated. They may not be feeling well. It could be all kind of reasons. But the Knight of Wands is more aggravated because things are stagnant in this situation. And like I said, anybody can take on this energy. It also could be that you are having trouble having someone collaborate that has this Knight of Wands energy, because they could be non-committal, you know, right now. Obstacle, the Prince of Discs. This could be you, like I said, or just messages. Maybe you're waiting on stable messages, but I need 2 cards for the Prince of Discs, Prince of Pentacles, Prince of Coin, you know. 2 cards, please, for Virgo. Princess of Wands. You're waiting for someone to maybe contact you or come in, or you're waiting for your ships to come in yourself. You're just waiting for things to get better. You're wanting things to get better, but you feel like it may not happen. The Princess of Wands could be also like messages. They're stagnant. You feel like they're not going to come in. You're waiting for them to come in. You're wanting them to come in, and you're looking forward for them to come in, you know? Current environment, Knight of Wands. Looks like you may be getting some energy back up. A lot of you, I feel this. But like I said, you may be dealing with also, like I said, a fire sign. So the Knight of Wands is a current environment. I need 2 cards, please, for Virgo. 2 cards. Princess of Cups. A lot of people, messages. You will get some, yeah, you're definitely getting a message. A passionate message or an emotional message. Some of you, like I said, you'll be dealing with a fire sign. Others will be dealing with a water sign. I see Earth here, yourself. And I see, well, I don't see air yet, but I see you getting messages, okay, of the emotional nature for a lot of you. That's what the main thing is. You are getting messages, and pretty quick messages. Outside environments, maybe it has to do with money. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's stability in life. Maybe someone, you're finally going to come into some power also. So the 4 of Pentacles in the upright, the outside environment coming towards Virgo. Why is it there? Queen of Discs, that's your energy if you want to take it on. And but you're having still trouble making that decision. It looks like, I think you will, but it's like it's really, you're having trouble with it. You can come into your personal power or more money or whatever, but it's like maybe you're still thinking about somebody, because I see you're having like negative memories with the 6 of Cups in reverse. Let me see what that is. 6 of Cups in reverse. I need 2 cards, please, for Virgo. 2 cards. Then I'll get a love reading. Yeah, you may actually get a love offer. Yeah, you may actually get a love offer, even though I see you going within, or maybe it could be someone else going within. Even though this is your card, the Hermit card, it could be just that someone that you go within, because someone from the past, and I know people don't want to hear this, but we're still going through this Venus retrograde thing, plus Mercury retrograde, what has to do with messages, okay? Someone may offer you something, and you may go within, because the last time you might have talked to somebody and may have had left a negative memory, and you may go within it. I don't see you making a final decision, or with someone that's coming towards you, making a final decision towards them, but you might eventually. I got to give what you do, but I do see you getting an offer of some sort, and you're going within, because like I said, the memories were off. The Moon in reverse, you know, something came out with the Moon secrets. Maybe you felt like they were deceiving you. Maybe you don't trust them with the Moon in reverse. Now, let me give you a love reading. You can pick a pile. I'll put out 3 cards, three sections for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For some of you, may be dealing with a Leo, because the image of Leo, or the word of Leo, just popped up in my mind. But I need 3 cards for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For love. 3 cards, please. You know, you can, you know, if you feel compelled, pick a section, pick a pile, pick an energy. Like I said, I bring them all together anyway. I just do. It's just the way I read. I feel like everything has a meaning to it. If you bring them all together, we're all somehow connected. But I need 3 cards from the 8th House Tarot, the House of Secrets, the House of Sexuality. I need 3 cards for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, mid-June 2020. 3 cards for the pick a pile reading. And I'll do Twin Flame. I'm going to use the Twin Flame Mystic Messages. Mystic Moon, excuse me. Twin flame messages. 3 cards, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, mid-June 2020. What do they need to know about their twin flame? Sometimes it resonates with these cards, and sometimes they don't, but it's a fun deck, and so they've got good meanings. So, 3 cards, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Now, let's start. You pick pile number 1, or maybe it's 3 to you, depending on how you're looking at it. There is forgiveness at hand with somebody if you're wanting forgiveness, or maybe they're wanting forgiveness. But in a relationship or a person you're dealing with, and you, of course you probably already dealt with them because it says forgiveness. It also could be that you forgive yourself. King of Earth, this is your energy possibly. It also could be more of a Taurus type energy. But it's a King of Earth is someone keeping their crown on, and they're very stable, and they're intelligent, and people look up to them. So forgiveness is at hand. Keep your crown on. You know what you need to do to move forward in your love life. But the key is to forgive. Now, your twin flame says, this is what they're saying to you. If they knew now, or they knew now if they knew what they know now, they would have made a different decision concerning you. You know, they would have made a different decision. And you could be also feeling this out. They may not have done what they had done if they had known what the consequences would be, okay? You need to get more information. There's something that's missing for you. I do see the communication card. So get more information on a love situation altogether. I keep saying the same words. But get more information. It's very important. There's something missing there. There's the High Priestess with the moon, okay? Something is hidden. So you need, with a love situation, to go out there and find out more because there's something missing, okay? This person is in silence. They feel safer in silence, your twin flame. So they've gone within. We did see the Hermit card there. We've seen a lot of the stagnant cards, the Hangman. Someone is suffering. So if you have a love situation, you're interested in somebody, maybe someone needs to contact them, you know. There is compromise at hand in a love situation if you're on the outs with somebody. There is a passionate new beginning to be had if you want it. And this person has been dreaming about you, your twin flame. They when they go to sleep, they dream about you. And someone wants a passionate new beginning. But to do so, someone needs to compromise. So to bring this all together, there is forgiveness at hand. This, I'm pretty sure, is you. And the person would have made different decisions if they knew how it would end or how the consequences were in this situation, whatever you went through. If they only had known how it would end up, they wouldn't have done it possibly. Get more information. Someone is really kind of upset. Something's hidden, and they feel they're suffering in silence. And like I said, I did see the Hangman. So forgiveness. Maybe they want forgiveness because they just didn't realize how the reaction or what they did would have caused so much problems with you. Okay. And something is hidden. Like I said, you may want to get more information because it's really important that you do if you want to. You may not want to. But if you do compromise, there is a passionate new beginning. And this person has been suffering in silence. They've been dreaming about you. They kind of withdrew. And they knew, they're maybe even feeling a little guilty because they did realize, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I treat them in such a way? And sometimes these readings can flip where you did this to somebody, but I'm reading for Virgo, okay? So this is your reading. It's up to you how you react to this person, but if you want to get more information, start contacting people because something's going on with them and they just can't. I've been getting this for a few of the readings where someone has gone within, but there can be, if you want it, a compromise if you're looking for a reconciliation or just to get things settled, between you and another person. There can be a passionate new beginning. This person thinks nothing but you, even in their sleep. So it's up to you. You do have negative memories of them, but messages will come in, okay? And I will talk to you later. Talk to you later, Virgo. Bye.